while we were shooting the movie. His mom was over here from Austria. Yeah. There were, you know, there are these great themes in our own lives that we can draw upon that give us a common ground.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And you get the girl this time. Which
and
nice
I get the girl, and what a girl, huh,
Indeed.
Chloe? Great.
Danny, thank you.
Thank you.
With Danny DeVito in New York City, I'm Patrick Stoner.
Thank you, Pat.
This is gonna be great. Tomorrow, I'm taking my best girl to meet my mom. I'm so excited.
Girl.
Yeah, you. Linda, there's no other girls. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Just you.
There better not be. You know what?
What?
Because I only have eyes for you.
You put some kind of a goal in your life so far ahead of ethics and principles that it's going to plague you the rest of your life.
I am just refusing to allow you to profit from what you did wrong.
Watch Ethics in America. A series premiere, Tuesday night at 9.
A mother's dreams, a son's ambition, a family's anguish and triumph.
I'm gonna put on a show!
American Playhouse presents Danny Glover and Esther Roll in Lorraine Hansberry's masterpiece that cuts to the heart of the American dream, A Raisin in the Sun.
The season premiere of American Playhouse, Wednesday night at 7. You're watching member-supported Twin Cities Public Television, KTCA-TV, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Channel 2.
It takes two.
present.
Never dismay. He's seldom flustered.
Rarely afraid.
I'll show you numbers that should be displayed. He's a hero and what a guy! Here's Dirk!
So, there you are. We've been waiting for you, and you've finally arrived. We're about to tell you another hair-raising adventure of one of the world's foremost numbers people, Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade. As today's grungy episode, titled The Lint Trap, begins, Lieutenant Niblick was looking at his nautilus shell.
What an amazing shell. If you hold it up to your ear, you hear a sound not unlike the ocean. But if you look closely at it, you can see that the spiral formed by the chambers of the Nautilus has the proportions of a spiral made of Fibonacci numbers. Incredible bits of mathematics abound in nature, but you'll have to trust me because they're gosh darned hard to draw.
As Dirk continued to muse,
you can listen to the Nautilus, you can look at the Nautilus. I wonder what happens if you smell it. I don't recommend it.
Hark! A knock at the door.
I hope it's a door-to-door salesman selling a Nautilus shell remover. Good day, sir.
You have a nautilus shell on your nose.
So do I. How may I serve you?
I am soliciting laundry.
I gave at the office.
You gave what at the office?
The shirt off my back.
There. Better?
Thank you. I thought I'd never smell again.
An unfounded fear, monsieur.
What can I ever do to thank you?
Give me your laundry.
What do you want with my laundry? It's all dirty.
I want to clean it. I'm Soapy Lafong, and I've just opened a new laundromat.
Well, that's swell. I'll be happy to give you my laundry.
Ooh, I love it when I make a sale. I'll have it back to you tomorrow, all cleaned and fluffed and folded.
Here you are, and thank you for your service.
Yet another business has started up in Dirk's hometown, Soapy Lafong's Laundry and Croissant Shoppy.
It sure is lucky we got this job after school, isn't it, Fold?
I'll say, and we make good money, $10 an hour. Before too many moons set, we'll have enough money for you to buy that new fun fur you've had your eye on, and for me to go to longshoreman school.
Quitting time!
And payday, too. Next to Guy Fawkes Day, payday is my favorite.
Okay, you two, it's the end of the week. Here are the timesheets showing how much you worked this week and the money I owe you. Let's see, you worked a total of 20 hours, and remember, I pay you by the hour.
And the time just flies when you're getting rich.
So, 20 hours times 10 for $10 an hour is...
$200! Wow! $100 each! Thank you, Mr. Lafong. Come on, Fold. Let's go show Lieutenant Niblick.
Let's just tell him about it. He might hit us up for another loan.
And that's just what the little hard workers did.
Ooh, you have a bandage on your nose, Lieutenant.
Is it noticeable?
Smelling the Nautilus again, Lieutenant?
Yes, but you didn't come here to talk about my nose. How's your new job?
Great. We're working at Lafong's Laundry and Croissant Shoppy.
I take from them.
And today we got paid.
That's semi-swell. What do you do at the laundry?
We fluff and fold the clothes.
What a semantic coincidence. Let me guess. I'll bet you fluff, and you fold.
No, I fluff.
And I fold.
So fold fluffs and fluff folds.
Except sometimes when I get behind and fluffs too.
So there are times when fold fluffs and fluff fluffs.
Unless we get really busy.
Then what happens?
Fluff folds and fluffs.
And fold fluffs and folds.
Where are you going, Lieutenant?
I'm going to smell my shell.
Wait! We'll stop. We're just silly because today was our first payday.
Yes, look, we just got paid. What?
I don't think you were paid. I think you were underpaid.
Well, fans of mine, has Dirk Niblick found an error in Soapy Lafong's accounting system? See if you can figure out what the my gosh is wrong here. Were Fluff and Fold underpaid for fluffing and folding, or was the folding done at a fair fee? We'll find out in a flash.
Rotational symmetry.
Mathman, your mission is to eat all the symmetrical polygons on the board and no others. When you encounter a polygon, you will have until the count of 3 to make your decision. And beware the inconsiderate Mr. Glitch. Oh. He will eat you if you are wrong.
Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Oh, man. Uh-oh.
There's the line of symmetry. Mathman, 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 Mathman.
Yep. Goodbye, little Caesar.
Ha ha! Mathman, 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 Mathman. Symmetry, symmetry. Mathman, 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 Mathman.
All right.
No line of symmetry.
Oh.
Here I go. Mathman, 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 Mathman. Symmetry. Mathman, Mathman, Mathman.
Oh, there.
Yeah, 2 lines of symmetry.
Congratulations, Mathman. You have eaten all the symmetrical polygons on the board. Free game. One of these days, I'm going to win a free game. And when I do, I'll sell it.
Yes, you two have been underpaid. Let's go see Sophie LaFong.
Okay, Lieutenant, but don't make waves. He's a nasty so-and-so, but we need to work.
Right is right. Come on. I'd like a word with you, LaFong.
And what might that word be, Lieutenant? If it's about your laundry, it won't be ready until tomorrow. I had to put it through twice.
You are a wolf in sheep's laundry, LaFong, and the word I was thinking of is fraud.
Who's a fraud of the big bad wolf?
Lieutenant Niblick thinks you owe us more money than you paid us, Mr. LaFong.
Would you listen to a man who puts a nautilus shell on his nose to answer the door?
Take a look at this timesheet. You paid them for 20 hours' work.
So, 4 hours plus 4 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 4 is 20. 20 hours.
That's true, but you're forgetting something.
Aha, you're right. I could have multiplied. Additionally, I forgot to put the cat out. I'll be right back.
You stay right here.
Mais oui, but the cat will be miffed.
Let the cat be miffed. You didn't add up the extra minutes these kids worked. Minutes are time, and...
Time is money!
Nitpickers.
Now add those minutes up and pay those two what is rightfully theirs.
No, that was just an oversight on my part. Okay, the minutes add up to 150, so I owe you for an extra 1 1/2 hours. At $10 an hour, that...
It's $15.
But wait, 150 minutes is more than 1 1/2 hours.
It certainly is, Fluff.
Hey, yeah, ours have 60 minutes, not 100.
Sure, 60 minutes is 1 hour, so 150 minutes...
In 150 minutes, you got 2 hours. 2 hours is 120 minutes.
With 30 left over. You owe us for 2 1/2 hours, not 1 1/2.
And that amounts to $25. Fork it over, LaFong.
Okay, here you go. But don't buy any candy with it.
And don't you cheat people anymore, LaFong.
I won't. And to show there are no hard feelings, I'm not going to charge you for the starch I put in your long underwear.
And so another episode of Dirk Niblick draws to a close.
And I've learned a lesson, too. Don't smell nautilus shells. Just look at them and count the Fibonacci number sequence, or listen to them and hear the sound of the ocean.
We bid a nearly dry adieu to Lieutenant Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade.
I've got to get this into the shop.
.25% is the same as 25 hundredths. And that's the same as 0.25. And that's the same as 1/4. I love it.
Oh, hi. I'm Moose Brenner, and exercising can be hard work that makes a fella thirsty. And when I get thirsty, there's just one drink for me. Diet Light Wet. Tastes great and has only 40% of the calories in other diet drinks. So when I need a pick-me-up, Diet Light Wet.
God. No. You know, Bernie, would you get me a papaya juice, please?
Yes, Daniel.
I don't like that line, 40% of the calories. Let me see that display card. Is that what it says? That's what it says. I mean, it just doesn't sound right, 40%. What does that mean, anyways?
Well, that's something the writers came up with. They felt saying 40% would appeal to more people. It means the same as what we were going to use.
Uh-huh, and what was that?
4/10 of the calories. But the writers felt that was too complicated. I do not care, Samuel. Try with 4/10 of the calories. It means the same as 40%.
Hey, I'll say it any way you guys want me to.
Great,
yeah?
because here's what you're going to do. Instead of 40%, I want you to say 4/10 of the calories. You got it? 4/10 of the calories in the other soft drink. Good? Okay, let's roll them.
4/10. It's just that 40%, that's a real grabber, you know?
Okay, Mouse.
Moose.
Yeah, this time you're going to say 4/10 of the calories.
4/10.
It means the same as 40%, but Samuel, our director, feels that saying 4/10 has more sound-wise sounds better. Don't you
Sound-wise?
understand?
Almost totally.
Okay, very good. All right, lights, cameras,
It's just
quiet
that
on the
this-
set. Have you got it?
Got it.
Sound, roll that!
Should I...
Action!
Oh, hi. I'm Moose Brenner, and exercising can be hard work that makes a fella thirsty. When I get thirsty, there's just one drink for me. Diet Light Wet. Tastes great and has only 4/10 of the calories in other diet drinks. So, when I need a pick-me-up, Diet Light Wet.
God. Now, Bernie, would you bring me my guava lip balm, please?
Yes,
and somebody
Daniel.
clean up this mess. You know, I don't like that line either. What other choices do we have?
Well, we're kind of running out.
How was my performance?
It was swell.
Oh! How about if we use 2/5?
I could try to internalize it more.
2/5?
Yes, correct. 2/5 of the calories means the same as 4/10 and 40%.
You're kidding.
I don't kid.
Go! Bernie, I love you. That's why I keep you. Why didn't you say something before? I mean, 2/5, that sounds more important than 40% and 4/10 put together. I love it. Use it. Roll them.
Okay, excuse me. We've got to change the display card, Goose.
A moose.
Correct. Now, this time, Lucy, you're going to say 2/5 of the calories. It means the same as 4/10, but Samuel, our director, feels that it has more cell. Have you got it, Luce?
Look, you give me the direction, I give it right back to you.
Wonderful. What a trooper.
It's just that this stuff...
Lights, cameras, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Sound, roll that!
Action!
Oh, hi. I'm Moose Brenner, and exercising can be hard work that makes a fella thirsty. And when I get thirsty, there's just one drink for me. Diet Light Wet. It tastes great, and it has only 2/5 of the calories in other diet drinks. Hey, I just thought of something. If 2/5 is the same as 4/10, that means they're both the same as 40%. How about that? Did I do it all right for you guys in the booth? Bernie!
Zeus, if I were you, I would inherit money.
It's time for a square one puzzler. Get ready to think. Keep your eye on that calendar. It's Wednesday. My friend just found out she has to see her dentist 20 days from now. Remember, it's Wednesday. What day of the week will it be in 20 days? Think. 7 days in a week, right? So the 7th day after Wednesday is also a Wednesday, as is the 14th day and the 21st day. So, 21 days from Wednesday is a Wednesday. Count back one day, that's the 20th day, a Tuesday. Good thinking.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Tuesday, 6:43 p.m., and not a trace of smog in the air. We were miles north of Los Angeles, California zip code 91603. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. My partner is George Bowlegs Franklin. Our friend is Bronco Guillermo Gomez. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. We've been working and working hard on several mathematical problems which we hoped would bring us closer to a fortune in gold. Gold that was stolen in 1853 from a stagecoach by a desperado named Saddle Sore Capone. We decided to look at a few scenes from previous episodes to get the cobwebs out of our attics.
And this is a copy of the map I made.
Where did the original map come from, Bronco?
It was found on Salazar Capone when he died. The map is in the library, and I've been studying up on the subject a lot, and I copied it there.
This doesn't look like a treasure map to me. I mean, treasure maps always have an X where the treasure is buried. You know, X marks the spot.
Bronco pointed out that thousands of people had looked for the treasure using part of a map, and no one had found it.
I kind of stumbled on it. Look what happens when you see the reflection in this thermos.
It reflects. So what?
Watch what happens when I put it on the map, right here.
I'll be doggone. Dig here. Oh, dig here.
That was enough to interest me and George, and we made our way to Mulch Gulch to look for stolen gold. Dijon Moutard, a librarian, warned us about an old desert rat in the area.
A foxy old desert person named Rommel. Scruffy Rommel.
And?
Just be careful, that's all. Be real careful.
And we found him. A harmless old fellow named Scruffy who helped us continue our search.
We found the treasure!
Yahoo! $90,000!
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own desert rat eyes.
Open it up, Pard.
Treasure? No. It's another map. Other part of map. C. Myrer, 1853.
Myrer? What does that mean?
I don't know. We had assumed it was someone's name, and that someone had the other part of the map. We checked it out. We looked at old records, checked out books, even looked at headstones in the cemetery looking for someone with the name Myrer. We found nothing. We were discouraged, to say the least. We're right back where we started.
I ain't. You ain't? I mean, you aren't?
Scruffy decided to go back to his beloved desert and left us to ponder the puzzle and play What If?
What if C. Myrer isn't a person?
What do you mean?
I mean, what if the word means something else?
It was an interesting hypothesis.
Mirror. See mirror?
And it seemed to work.
Other part of the map, seen mirror.
We finally had it. We'd bet on it.
What the hex?
Hex?
A hex is a spell of some kind.
Something's funny about that word.
Yes, the letters are symmetrical, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, so we put a mirror along one half, you see the other half. That's why they make the word.
What I meant was, maybe he misspelled another word. Hex. Look.
Bronco, you've done it again.
Hex marks the spot. You know something?
What?
We know that hex marks the spot.
Uh-huh.
What spot does hex mark?
Exactly. There are no landmarks on the map. Nothing to relate to.
Finally solved. Other part of map, C. Mirren.
Hold it. We thought the message meant a man named Seymour had another part of the map, right?
Right.
Let's see the first part of the map, Bronco.
They match. This is the other part of the map.
We know that this triangle is to scale. Let's assume this one is too. Eight inches from the tree. 6 inches from the dig site. And look, it's identical to the other triangle.
Using triangulation again, we discovered where hex marked the spot. It's the gold.
Isn't it lovely?
And Bronco, I guess the gold is yours.
No strings?
No strings. What are you going to do with it?
You're gonna give it to me.
Did you say something, Kate?
No, but...
Up with your hands. Stick 'em up.
Mr. Mutard? Shh! What are you doing here?
Coming to claim what's my own. Now, all of you, up with your hands in the air.
Just a minute, Mr. Mutard. That gold isn't yours.
It is now. I've been looking for it my whole life. Saddlesore Capone was my great-grandfather on my mother's side, and that gold belongs to me.
But Saddlesore Capone stole that gold. It wasn't his to begin with.
Oh, don't be a nitpicker, Miss Monday. Now, all of you down on your tummies. I'm gonna tie you up.
You're giving librarians all over the world a very bad name, Mr. D. John Mutard.
Can't be helped. Now, just shush.
Reach for the skies, you four-flusher!
Don't try anything foolish, Jasper.
Why, you low-down pole cat? I'm gonna marry your face to that wall! 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 Wall!
Scruffy, are you ever a sight for sore eyes?
Howdy, Miss Kate. Hope I didn't interrupt anything. You know, I was thinking, what if that name C. Myrer wasn't really a name after all, but an instruction? You know, something like C. Mirror. Does that make any sense?
Perfect sense, Scruffy. Perfect sense.
Tell me, Scruffy, why didn't you use that gun on Dijon?
Don't believe in him.
Over there. Mutard.
Get you for this Rommel.
What did he say?
I didn't hear him, Scruffy. I don't know what he said.
D. John Mutard was convicted of a 211 attempted robbery and a 020.313 disgracing the Dewey Decimal System. Bronco Guillermo Gomez took the $90,000 and saved $80,000 for his college education. The other $10,000 he put in a money market account, figuring the rollover factor would be about 6.7 times his principal in 20 years, if the market stayed healthy.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.